I almost fired a customer just now. Got a good story for you. This is a good one. Here we go. Forget it. It's dumped. So I just did a delivery. You saw the dump I just did. I put that first. Now I'm going to tell you what happened. I came this close to never delivering wood to this customer ever. But I did it. Here's what happened. So we get a lot of our orders through Facebook Marketplace, and it's done through email. And we always ask for the phone number. We didn't get a phone number on this one, and we are now going to be changing a policy. I will not deliver without a phone number. Here's why. So I had the wood loaded up yesterday, went to deliver it this morning. We told them that I would be there between 9:30 and 10. I usually give myself a half hour of leeway in case I'm ever running late because of someone else's time or traffic, something like that. But generally, I'm always on time. I'm within a couple minutes, or I'm a little bit early, because my belief is if you're not early, you're late. That's my belief. I like being on time for stuff, because if I'm scheduling 4, 5, 6 deliveries in a row, I know how long it takes me to drive, load, go, dump, come back, load, go. I need people to be there on time, and I know they need me to be there on time, because a lot of people are leaving from work to come meet me. And that was the case with this actual delivery. This guy said 9:30 to 10 will work, so I was there at 9:31. I was 1 minute late, according to me. No one's there. I rang the doorbell. I knocked on the other door. The dog was barking inside. There was no lights on inside. I could see in the garage, because he had windows that go down. I could see there was no car in there. So I rang the doorbell again, knocked again, sat in the truck. Then I called my wife, because this order was taken through email, and they never gave us a phone number, even though we asked for the phone number 3 times. I didn't get it. And that's where the issue happened. So I called my wife. She emailed him, said, hey, we're at your place. Here's the address. Is this the correct place? Because I thought maybe I had the wrong address. Maybe he gave us the wrong number. Because that's happened a couple other times where people gave us their old address, or they gave us, or they, fat finger dialed, whatever. And instead of being, 5629, it was 5628, something like that. So opposite side of the street down a little bit, whatever, something like that has happened in the past. So I thought, well, maybe I got it wrong. So she emailed the guy, got no response. So I sat there for 10 minutes. Then my wife called me and said, okay, he just responded. He's on his way. Okay, he's on his way, so I'll sit here. Well, that was 15 minutes of sitting there, still not there. So I called my wife again. I said, hey, he's still not here. She says he's on his way. He's 2 blocks away. Well, 2 blocks, how long does it take you to go 2 blocks? A minute, 2 minutes tops. I thought, well, he's going to be here just a little bit. So I'm waiting, nothing. I was there for half hour. It was 30 minutes, still nobody. And my time frame is pretty tight, so I should have left at 10 o'clock. That was it. I thought, well, I'll wait till 10 after. Why wait till 10 after? Contacted my wife again. She contacted him. He says he had to stop and get the cash. Still, we asked, what's your phone number so we can talk, so I can know what I got to do. Still nothing. So he was on his way. He said that he had to stop and get the cash. At quarter after, he texted and said, he's almost there. He was 2 blocks away 15 minutes ago. So, you're getting a runaround when that kind of stuff happens. All I want is honesty. Just tell me. If you're going to be there later, let me know. So I told myself I am not going to sit here for 1 hour, because my time is worth 75 bucks an hour. I'm not going to sit here and wait anymore. I got to keep moving, because now I got to load up this delivery, and I'm going to be just on time for this one. Same amount of wood, so I thought I could just go, same kind of wood even. So I thought I could just go to the other delivery and do that. And then if he gets back a hold of us later, I could make a decision to either deliver to him or say, no, you're out of luck. Well, after sitting there for 58 minutes, I had enough. I wasn't going to sit there for a full hour. That was right in my mind. So at about 10, I think it was 10:25, I said, that's it, I'm leaving. Because I had to go do this other delivery. Well, as I'm leaving, I see a guy go by me, and it was probably him, because then my wife called me when I was halfway back here, She says, oh, he just saw you go by. He put the money in the mailbox. If you'll please still deliver it. He's so sorry he got caught in a meeting. Well, then let us know. Call us. But people don't want to give out phone numbers. That's the one thing I hate about Facebook Marketplace. If you don't get a number, it's generally from that. All their other contacts, whether it's a referral or if it's a neighbor from someone or someone that got a hold of me, I've got their number. And even people on Craigslist, I get the numbers because we say, I need a phone number. We have to have a phone number. So the policy change from today forward is no delivery without a phone number. Because I need to know I can get a hold of them. They can get a hold of me. I need the communication. I'm not going to sit there and wait anymore. So this happened one other time, and it was a guy that was an older guy. I had delivered to him once before. He said he was on his way, and I sat there for a half hour, and then he finally showed up. But this one was even longer. So I was this close to just saying, forget it. I'm not going to deliver wood to this guy. So he left the money. I was almost all the way back here. And my wife told me that he left money in the mailbox. So I drove back. Yeah, the money was there. So I took the money, did the dump. You saw that. Now I got to load up the next delivery. So I learned a lesson today. Hopefully something you guys can use too. So one of those very frustrating things that, yeah, I want to do the delivery. Yeah, I want the sale. Yes, I want the future customer, but I got to have a phone number. So I think I'm calm now. Now that I vented. Gonna go load some wood. Well, there we go. The load is on. I have calmed down. I worked out my frustration, my anger, I'm over it now. I did get paid. I did do the dump. So there's that. Hopefully this will be a customer that keeps buying from me. Just one of those unfortunate things the way it happened. He was very apologetic. I just talked to my wife and she said he emailed her back, said, so sorry, 100% all on me. It won't happen again. I was in a meeting I couldn't get out of, and I couldn't really send you a text because I was in a meeting where I was speaking. So one of those things, it happens. But there you go. Stay calm, stay the course. That's kind of what it comes down to. But yes, there's going to be a time where you might have to fire a customer because you cannot make everybody happy and you don't want everybody. There are certain people that are difficult no matter what. I've got two people that I haven't delivered to now in 3 years. One of them called me the year after the debacle. This was years ago. And I told him, I said, no, I think you're going to have to find someone else. I don't think I can help you. So he never called back. And then one of the other ones texted me one time and said, I'd like some more firewood if you can do it. And I texted him back and said, sorry, I'm all out. And I wasn't out. It was a person that was not nice, a difficult, whiny, complaining customer no matter what. And there was absolutely nothing wrong with what I did. I provided them really good firewood right on time. And they were the kind of people that just complain about everything. And those kind of people you just got to walk away from. So, all right, this is loaded. I'm supposed to be there in 15 minutes. So we got to go down the road to another dump. So my deliveries for today are done. And the reason I'm inside my photography studio here is that it is pouring cats and dogs and horses and cows. It's coming down like you wouldn't believe. And we're in the end of December here. We're getting a big rainstorm, but then it's supposed to dry up and then turn into snow tonight. So it's going to be messy. And I came inside because I was soaking wet and I just wanted to dry off. And I thought I would finish up with my story of the delivery that almost didn't happen. Luckily, I stayed calm. I didn't get I didn't, you know, get too close to the edge of the cliff and jump. I talked myself away, and I delivered the wood. The guy's happy. He apologized. He sent my wife an email saying, "So sorry, I didn't get back in touch with you. So sorry I wasn't there." He apologized. So hopefully now I get a long-term customer out of it. So it's very rare that I have to fire a customer. I mean, it does happen occasionally where you get someone that's a turd or someone that you just don't want to deal with. I've only ever had it happen a couple times out of hundreds and hundreds of people that I've dealt with. And the best thing you can do is remain calm, be professional. Don't stomp your foot like a baby. Don't yell, holler, scream, swear, get mad at the person. Let them know you're disappointed. Nothing wrong with that. Let them know that you hope it doesn't happen again, and hopefully they enjoy the product you deliver, that kind of thing. There's no reason that you have to, there's no reason to go ballistic like a lot of people would do. Staying calm is always the best option. So that's what I did. And I got the wood all delivered today. And like I said, it's pouring rain outside. There's cats and dogs and horses coming down. And that's why I came inside. I was soaking wet, so I even had changed my hat. It was all wet. So I got the pretty hat on now. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. with another video. I'll be back then. Right now, you should go watch all the other videos on my channel. There's over 2,000 waiting for you right now. You need to see them all, especially if you're a firewood person. All of them is the right answer. Good night, Irene.